Alright, I am fucking back. I took a short break, played a little bit of Diablo 3, and then just took a break because I'm not in the fucking mood to farm a resplendent chest over and over this moment. I'm gonna form a group, look through pictures of shock. Deadly snow cone made. Some of these are really good. Pardon me, play some Ogre Magi? I did earlier today. I think he's a fucking hilarious hero. It's fucking awesome. All the chatter between the two heads is great. Keep me company to the best friend. I wonder if I can change the web page. Oh, did I click the wrong button? Ooh. Guys, I'm gonna work for video games. Oh, I could do that. I could work at Valve. I'm good enough. I could Yeah, I could do that. I could be have a better idea. God, I can't even see what I'm typing. That makes it pretty difficult to do. I feel like I wish I could get this out. Like I could just remove this. Do they need electrical engineers? Is Valve good enough for you? Guys, one's if I should get in Skype, two's if I shouldn't. Do I mute your chat? I don't see it at all. No. I don't think I did. Here, I'll check something when we start up. What's up, dog? I'm playing Diablo 3. Hello, good sir.
Hello, hello. Like, I don't see any of my chat on your on your Steam at all.
You know what's funny? Okay, so I always have this policy when I play games to never ignore anyone, right? Like, never do it because no matter what someone's saying, no matter how highly offensive it is, no matter how annoying they are, just don't mute them. Because, I mean, if I want, I can just ignore it myself, you know? Like, not read what they say, etc., etc. I remember one time I was trying to say something on stream, and I just ignored my whole party because they kept talking. And, like, I couldn't speak over them because they had particularly loud mics. Like, everyone had a loud mic. And I just put them all on mute, and then I forgot to unmute them. And you may be still muted or something.
Fair.
But I don't think that that's it. It could be.
Like, because I can't even see my typing on your screen.
How will I live without you?
I don't know. You'll never win games anymore.
Did Sam pick up the call? Mr. Roberts?
Yep.
So we got Quang Tran and Sam Roberts.
Please have a photo so you can just do another competition for mod and Photoshop Sam's photo if he has one.
He doesn't
I
have
don't.
one, unfortunately.
Fuck!
Invite me? You got it, son. I kind of want to play Diablo 3, but at the same time, I don't want to fucking grind that chest over and over and over and over. Kind of kills your motivation to play. But it's been nerfed, so it may not even be efficient anyways. Maybe better to just farm normally. I'm still annoyed by the stance that Blizzard has taken on, like, fixing their stuff, you know? Or it seems like they just kind of randomly decide what's considered broken.
I just finished normal like yesterday, so no input.
Big fat scrub?
Yep.
Sure, Rainmaster Mist. Get on, motherfucker, and we'll play video games. Yeah, there are a lot of other places, like Act 1, there's... Like, I still do the one in the fields, but the thing is, it's like these aren't truly, like, exploits or that kind of thing. I mean, it's just efficient farming areas, and those will always exist. They exist for experience, like there's Asmodee, but it seems like Blizzard has taken everything efficient and then knocked it down a few pegs. Like, Asmodee is too good. What do? They knock it down a couple pegs in regards to experience, and then people find a different one. So it's like, at what point do you, what point is something too good, you know? Like, when is it too efficient to open a chest a million times? And when is it not too good, you know? A lot of mods randomly lost their mod, it seems.
No, it's just when the stream first starts up, you don't see the little icons. It takes a while for them to pop up. Remember that happened to me.
That's true.
Yeah, and I totally posted that that you taking the courier hostage. So front page.
Enchantress makes a valid point. They are thinking for the long term. Because the chest was too easily farmable. It was incredibly fucking easy to farm the resplendent chests. I mean, I think it's just resplendent chests in general. They should have just taken a look and, like, nerfed the loot table. Just because they're, like, it's always going to be easier to open a fucking chest than it is to actually, like, farm. I mean, that's just always how it's going to be. So it doesn't matter if someone's farming a resplendent chest in Act 2, a different resplendent chest in Act 2, a resplendent chest in Act 1, or a resplendent chest in Act 3. I mean, people are going to farm chests because you can do it with anything and you can do it with all of your MF and whatever. Is there actually still, like, a really good one, Enchantress? Because there's one in Act 1 that I think is really good. As far as chests go, that is. One in the Fields of Misery. And it's going to exist for a bit because it requires a bit more tact to find. And then there's one in Act 3 that got nerfed into the ground, so it's no longer that good. But it's still an Act 3 chest, so it draws from Act 3 loot table. But the one in Act 1 is, I think, always going to be good because it's so easy to do. I mean, any character can go. What is the one that you had in mind, though?
I wish they did with what in normal what they did with hardcore, make it harder to find magic weapons, but make them all the more like powerful and more rewarding to get. You feel so much better when you get that blue that upgrades everything.
Is that what they did in hardcore?
Yeah.
Really?
And a lot of the blues are crap anyway, so finding that one good blue that you need is, you know, tough. And you also, you know, die fast. For good.
Indeed. That's pretty important, isn't it?
Yeah.
The whole dying thing.
Just don't die, dude.
Man, those are really good randoms.
The ones I'm getting? The ones they got?
No, like those two.
I'm actually just gonna play Earthshaker. No!
Chapter,
Nice random.
my black grimoire.
Did I just random it? Thought I hit pick. Okay.
No, you hit random.
What should we roll from Wizard? I'm pretty sure did you just reroll after the energy armor?
5 seconds remaining.
I heard a streamer call Morphling one of the more strong enemy carries. Your thoughts on Morph? I love Morphling. I think he's one of the best heroes in the game. I think
Hear
that
my word.
he gets underrated a bit. I think he's still a fucking amazing hero, though.
Prepare for battle.
I don't know what's worse, the random
Honey, are you okay
Furion
with
or the
soloing?
random Broodmother and Leshrac. Am I okay with soloing?
Yeah, I'm gonna be Lycan.
I guess, yeah, that would work.
Zan.
Yeah, but I think Morphling there are a lot of things that make him good. I wonder why you rerolled from Wizard though, good sir. Because from what I've seen, Wizard is just one of the best classes in general. I mean, obviously they were ridiculously good when you could do the Force Armor HC regen combo. Like, not a lot of people had the full sets for those. Like,
Avowed.
Force Armor in general, with low HP, was considered really good.
I command.
But, God, that fucking horn. But when people actually used HP regen gear, which not a lot of people did, it made it blow up. Like Fiend for Life, who's obviously a Dota player, plays competitively. He did it, and it was fucking insane to watch because things would have to hit him 5 times in under 0.8 seconds to kill him, which never happened. And they have to hit him with reasonable. Like, I mean, it's
Chest
actually
haste.
it's because he fully healed in 0.8, and and obviously you have to hit him 3 times to kill him with Force Armor, and then he could potion, he could time his skin.
Oh,
Morph safe, DC.
Oh, should we pause?
Nah. He's back.
I think he's back. He's back.
command.
God, this is the second time I've suicide lane today. Fuck, that was just bad. I could've done that one. Yeah, that's true actually. Which Doctor do have, I think, the highest DPS from what I've seen?
Kor
For
Karam.
whatever reason, I don't see a lot of really good Witch Doctors though. 9 second Butcher kills.
Gather
Fuck.
darkness.
Arnie, did you see the Leoric kill purely from thorn damage?
Brazier smoke.
I went back to normal mode after he was like Act 3 Inferno and killed Leoric just off thorn damage. Like in one hit,
Damn.
Leoric killed himself.
People hate low.
Indeed.
You know, I think actually what I might do is just run Zoltan cool runs and then get Zoltan cool runs. Because I might just want to level a witch. No, I'd probably level a demon hunter. I'd leave witch doctor as a class that I would legitimately solo with once they.
Witch Doctor's a lot of fun.
I remember the name Enchantress from the chat. I remember. I'm trying to remember who. Because this guy's making a lot of very, very good points. Sounds like a very reasonable person, but I'm trying to remember who it was. It's pretty sad that I don't remember, because I usually
Whoa, wait. A reasonable
Oh,
reasonable
no. I
person
think
in
it's
your
NX.
chat.
Is it NX? Well, yeah, NX was
No
reasonable.
way.
NX was reasonable. He just rages half as bad as me. There we go. How could I forget? I think it's because I try to tune those things out. I don't think I've streamed earlier today and I had no fits of fucking anger or rage.
That's because you were playing with me and I supported you in one lane.
I'm pretty sure we lost the majority of the games we played, didn't we? Like in
No, we
general.
won the 2 games I was in.
That's true. I can't lose with you on my team. You're my secret weapon. You and Kwang Tran. Fuck, I missed that one. Dude, your Skype.
I miss Doibs. It's been a
I do
while.
too.
Yeah, where has he been?
By the power of God.
You guys in the call are twice as loud as me? Is that the case? I can... If they unpause, then make sure you repause. This guy thinks I paused for him. We'll just go with that. Maybe Twitch end? No, I think it's on my end. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do for money. Is I'll just run people with Zoltan Cool, and then I'll get it ran myself, like with the money, because it doesn't really cost you that much. But you
So
need
you want
some
to run
money.
me for free?
I could run people from my stream, but they probably are too poor.
I'm too poor.
I need to work it out to maximize the efficiency.
Why don't you just run people and then whatever profits they get from the quest, you know, times
That's what
5.
people.
they
That's
give you.
what people actually give you. Just the profits from the quest, basically. But the people that do it well, like the smart people. Does it get further from my mic from normal? It's difficult to explain or tunneling. Kyle, people want Asmodan. They nerfed Asmodan. It's actually faster to do Zoltan Cool if you do a certain bug. Which is a shame because the fact that they nerfed Asmodan says to me that they're going to nerf Zoltan Cool next. I'm tempted to just get other characters. Oh yeah, with the party exploit, that's how people do it with Cool. These guys are playing so passively against me, but I guess I'm playing really passively as well. This has probably been the most relaxed lane I think I've ever played. Because the slaughter has to get close to me to stun me, and that's the only way that I'm gonna die. Unless I eat a Leshrac stun, but that stun's really hard to hit without a lead in.
More pages for
Fuck.
my black grimoire.
That Warlock's animation is fucking sexy good.
At my command.
Damn, couldn't get that. Can't get this, and we'll see if I get this one. Nope, I won't be able to get this one either. Well, that's just shit. And I can't get the catapult. Man, that is unlucky. That's why you don't want to block too hard to get him to die. Careful, no one's top. You need to be careful. Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
first
I'm
blood
fine.
for sure. I killed myself basically. There's no reason for me to die there. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I agree. They really do need to completely rebalance certain things. That was funny because I went in the forest to look for my lichen and I did it like I called it too late. But then I overextended like way hard, like really obvious overextension too. I can get this one.
My domain denied.
Get that one. And I'll be able to get this one too, I think. No. Called it too soon. I can get this one. It's hard for these guys to kill me unless I fuck up. And I fucked up there, that's the only reason that I died. But I basically just
Summoned forth.
walked up and ate to death for no reason.
I'm gonna pull Barney.
Don't,
I
unless you stack.
command it.
I did.
Okay, well don't anyways. Because I'm so
Okay.
close to my tower right now.
Alright.
Dark
It can wait.
evening.
Yeah.
Tell me if they leave lane, because I'm farming the hard camp closest.
Attack.
I guess if I did Zoltan Corons efficiently, I can make 3 million gold an hour, and that's pretty good, considering how much time I have.
Attack.
It's funny, because I still want to gear out a barb, but like, I enjoy Wizard a lot more, and...
Astride the night.
Much more investment in Diablo 3 because of real money auction house. Yeah, that's true.
In
I wonder how much they're looking to make from the real money auction house, though, you know? Like on Blizzard's end?
Well, I'm pretty sure they've already made everything back, because
Missing.
this game's been their most pre-ordered ever.
gather darkness.
Fuck. Yeah, it was such a highly anticipated title.
From the shadows.
I don't see him, be careful. I'm scouting with wolves.
I made sure not to make the dumb fuck mistake yet again.
yes.
It'd be harder for them to kill me now, but they could still do it if I made a mistake. Good wolf scouting.
By the power of Goroth.
I messed that up. Thank God Prophet was there to save the day for me.
Avowed. Indeed.
Got that 8-minute, lads.
Scary.
Core.
It's funny because it looked like they wanted to make some effort to kill you at some point. But then they decided, fuck it,
By my demon
Middle
staff.
tower.
just kill the Warlock who decided to walk up 20 feet.
Wouldn't have gotten me anyways, I was scouting with wolves.
And I gave them a free kill, that's important to remember. Like,
Yeah.
they would not have even attempted to kill you if I didn't give them a
They're
kill.
content.
Oh, he has a blink already!
How? He has blink? 8 minutes? Jesus.
Well, he's literally
Wow.
been free farming. I would expect him to have a blink by now. But at the same time, like, looking at his item progression, I didn't think he would just rush a naked blink, and then he did. And now that completely solves the issue. Well, I can't farm there anymore, the guy's a blink. But that completely solves the issue of him needing to be near me to kill me. Yeah. This is what people should get if they're free farm, but I assumed that he was either, like, fucking up too many last hits or something, but that's not bad at all. Also, I gave him first blood, and that has to help.
Passes.
I can't believe that. That's as fast as Blink I've seen? Not really. Like, I've seen faster blinks than that. And I've seen people have Blink Arcane at 10 minutes before. It's just, that's the farm that he should get, honestly, in a lane like this. But in most pubs, people don't get the farm that they should get. But I can't even farm this lane anymore because there's a Sara with the Blink. He doesn't have enough to Blink stun me, but...
Full lane.
Not ready.
It's still stacked.
Shakarakas.
That's really
Barney.
bad because the Leshrac has gotten some last hits too, so overall, they farmed pretty effectively.
I'm not ready.
He'll kill you too is the problem. Like, because if he blinks up and he lands a stun, then it'll lead into a Leshrac stun, and that's the issue.
Hear me.
So they have internal numbers on how much they make.
Oh,
Like, that sounds
yes.
fun. I'm sure they expect to make quite a bit. Some people are bad and couldn't do Act 4 Inferno. It's the only way to get out. That's such a good point. Are the only auction house will take away too many good items from the gold auction house? Yeah,
No,
that's a valid
I
point.
don't understand why they're patching the responded tests if they were looking to make money from the real money auction house, because they want better items being sold for a higher price.
But that won't be the case though, because if the economy is too inflated with items, like one thing that I can't defend that. One thing that Diablo has going for it is that although there's there's Slaughter missing,
Hear my word.
fuck, I could have gotten that. But
Your top tower has fallen.
although there's going to be like a colossal inflation in like in gold, it's okay because item is inflated as well, you know. So it's like there's going to be like progressively more gold, but people will always get items too. But if there's like the resplendent chests and it's still as easy as it is now to get like yellows, then these fucking they're gonna be like way more items, and it's just gonna make items worthless, and that's ultimately what people are buying. But I think if I were to get like a perfectly rolled like any item, I would look to sell it probably on the real money auction house if that were something that I were interested in using in general, as opposed to the gold auction house. So yeah, this SK with arcane boots and blink dagger at MSN. Yeah, it's pretty common I think to get rid of them. As the DS is still better than Barbie even after that nerf. I'm doing this naked and only repairing when I find the chest. Dude. Let's see some let's play. Yeah, exactly. How many resplendent chests would you say that you're getting a minute, Dr. Manners? I might just roll up a demon hunter of my own, because they seem to be the best for farming these resplendent chests, which means that they're also going to be the best for speedrunning people. There's one with pubs that supports them how much farm they should take in my opinion. Yeah, there aren't even real supports. Speaking of which, in a game like this, I should be the one to buy this kind of stuff.
New words of power. Summon forth.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
Immortality.
We might be able to defend that if we all actually go.
Dire's
Go for the deny?
Come and go.
I command you. Go forth.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Not yet. At my command.
That's a bad
Motherfucker
idea.
morphling off blocked me.
By the power of Goroth.
You can't TP out if things go. Just back out.
Avowed.
Sleep deprived.
Indeed.
Those ones are cut back on. They nerfed a lot of the spots that were infamously good for farming them. There's still places that exist that are ridiculously good for farming resplendent chest stuff. And as it is, so long as resplendent chests drop from a similar loot table to like a blue mob, they're always going to be better because the amount of effort it requires to farm a resplendent chest is extremely low. Whereas killing some rares, especially as you get up in higher difficulties, is so difficult.
Indeed.
Stun? Oh my god.
All to crush.
Come on, Windrunner.
Hear my word.
I'm going to die again.
We lost.
Yeah, I think so. We're too far back.
Mordakaramon.
Like, mid got destroyed pretty easily. But
At least you got a kill, like,
I go.
you're just pub training us now. I mean, I gotta...
Well, overall, our trade-off was just really bad. Like, I mean, normally when you put a solo, like, it guarantees that one of your heroes will get some farm and some experience, and the other one will get, like, a pretty good farm and pretty good experience. And, like, I got some farm and some experience, but the problem was that the other trade-off is that the slaughter gets free farm. And usually in pubs, it doesn't really matter because they never actually get free farm. But in this game, the slaughter actually got free farm. I mean, the guy got an 8-minute blink dagger, like... I also gave him first blood, which didn't help, but, like...
Born of shadow.
I mean, there are a lot of things about this game, but it was mostly just the top lane, I'd say. And also, their Broodmother is doing really good.
Darkness.
That's the combination of the two. And so it's like their Broodmother is definitely doing better than I am. So,
Dark litany.
if I'm gonna pick a hero like Warlock, well, fuck, first of all, I shouldn't just random, and two, if I'm gonna get one of these Suicide Lane heroes, he needs to be a good one. Not that any hero would have done that much better, but, I don't know, I didn't do that well.
Frightened.
So all my friends are
Indubitably.
trying to do this. The first was a barb. I'm gonna do Wizard or Monk next. Yeah, I made a fucking barb and I kind of regretted it because it's like what I said before the game came out. Melee is always inherently more gear dependent in any class or any game of that nature as well.
Battle.
Simply because here you can farm it. Simply because well, you're either winning decisively or you're losing. Usually decisively as well. So it's like if you're losing as a ranged class, you can at least not commit to the fight. Like you can just run in and like put in spells and then run and basically kite. I mean, I'm pretty sure kiting has been around in Diablo-esque type games forever. I mean, shit, I played fucking Baldur's Gate and you would kite mobs that were too strong, right? I mean, it's a pretty core mechanics thing. But it's like as a melee, if you're like getting in, you commit to getting in, and like I don't know, everything about it makes things harder. I mean, it's more gear dependent. But if you have the gear, usually the trade-off is that if you have the gear, melee is better. But right now, no one has the gear.
5-man pub top.
Ah, 5-man Dota, best Dota. Especially server instability, yeah, definitely. Server instability has been pretty awful lately, though. It makes me think how anyone could do hardcore.
I did hardcore. I got a level 30 hardcore, died.
Well, just pause the
Not
game
from
if
lag,
you're gonna
just-
die. And then just, like, do one of the mini things, like wait for servers to go down and just log in on a different account.
You can log on another computer and it automatically boots you out. That works.
Yeah, it's becoming Diablo 2 hardcore, where you can just chicken out.
But I was one-shotted, so there wasn't much I could do.
I think the people that did it smartly are the people that have a normal character. Team Black Stuns, yeah.
At my command.
We're gonna play another one after this, guys, because this one doesn't even fucking count as a game. It's been a pretty uneventful game overall, but we've been kind of losing all game. But it's funny, because it feels like there haven't been that many fuck-ups or that many things happening.
I command it. I'm not ready.
It's funny, sometimes I just kind of fuck around and I get a hero like this and I play, I'm not very supporty. But this game, I was in a solo top, so I was not wanting to, but it would have been better for everyone if I would have just played him like the hard support. Go!
Dire's structures are fortified.
Archer versus Archer.
Yeah, but that one has an invincibility blade, she cannot be killed.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Might as well give up then.
Your middle tower.
It was worth it, we
has
saved the
been
tower and we
denied.
got a kill for nothing. Is that my ult?
Summoned forth.
Even if that happened like 2-3 more times, we still wouldn't win.
What, do? But it works then. Where do you work? Hardcore equals bonds with the safe word. If you remember to say it, you'll be okay. It's a great analogy. Diablo 2 hardcore was so funny too, because you had so little invested into your character in Diablo
By
2.
the power of Goroth.
If you actually play Diablo 3 hardcore like you're supposed to play it, it's really fun.
But it'll get
Because
to
when
the
you
point
get-
where it's like Diablo 2. I mean, Diablo 2 is really fun on hardcore if you played it like you're supposed to as well.
Yeah.
Except the nature of damage mitigation in Diablo 2 is different, where it was more about dodging attacks than it was,
absorbing.
yeah, whereas
In this game, you're just supposed to have enough vitality where you can tank the hit.
there was enough versatility and skill builds in Diablo 2 that it wasn't that bad, I think.
There's more not versatility, but more options in Diablo 3, but there's less of a variety in skills. Like, they all kind of do the same thing.
Oh, yes.
But overall, it's just like in Diablo 3, you're able to eat hits if you have like the resist and such.
There was a lot done wrong about this game and a lot done right.
I like
and that's the
Diablo
way it's
3
gonna
in
be.
general though, and I think that it'll be a pretty successful game. But there are elements of it that I don't really like the prerogative that Blizzard has taken, where they just try to nerf things that have, and I always say this, but it feels like they just try to nerf things that they see as being too strong. But at the same time, it seems kind of subjective, like if something is good, but if it's too good.
Well, think about it this way. You love Anti-Mage as a hero, and whenever you play your single queue, you always play him, and you know he's a strong
Sounds like
hero,
I'd
but
play
you wouldn't
him.
say he's OP.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, but other people would call him OP, and so it's up to Valve to decide whether or not to nerf him. Blizzard thinks those chests are OP, so
It's not even just the
Nerf.
chest too. It's just like it's not even only the chest. It's like everything, like everything that's. I think if I had to describe a consistent rule set, for what Blizzard uses parameters for nerfing something, it'd be like they say, okay, is it playing through the game normally, not skipping any mob, and fighting yellows and shit? Is it that? Because that's how you're supposed to level, and that's how you're supposed to grind. And it's like,
they're trying to be too linear about it.
yeah. I mean, then like. But people are smart, and they're like, okay, why would I farm mobs? I mean, mobs tend to be the most inefficient for everything. I mean, you want gear? Don't farm mobs. It's not efficient at all. Do you want, like, experience? Why would you farm mobs when you can just do quest turn-ins?
Fear me.
I can drop a rock on her, but I'm not willing to do it. It's funny when you're in a position to give so few stunts that it actually makes it look appealing to drop rocks on people.
What they really should have done is made the quest turn in gold and experience lower, and made.
They should have made it scale. Like they should have put an attached level on it, and then they should have just made their like. Okay, two things they could have done to remove almost all of these things that Blizzard seems to consider exploits. Just make the loot table for resplendent chests worse, right? That's one, and then two, make it so quests have a relative level associated with them. That way you can't just grind out levels on quest turn-ins, which has like led to a lot of really bad things.
What they also could have done is switch the experience gain from the actual quest itself to the creeps that you're killing, so it's more beneficial to kill, you know, the whites and clear a level.
Yeah, maybe. But overall, it's just the fact that like people know that the best way to get experience is quest turn-ins, and they know the best way to get gear is chests.
Yeah.
And like
but
it'll
even-
always be that way unless one chests give worse loot or they're harder to find.
Alright, so say they do your, you know, idea and make the quest
Taking this motherfucker with me.
scalable. What would happen is that there would still just be people running the same quests. You know, it doesn't matter if it scales, it's still
They
the
have a
best,
Scotty?
fastest experience. No, it's just the slow from drop. Both arcs drop.
Every unit died.
Your top tower is under
That World
attack.
Destroyer is such a strong hero.
Ah, a tiny URL link by someone with a random name. I bet that's not any kind of spam.
It's Tashini.
Ah,
Avowed. Mine.
I heard those birds too. I still hear them.
Son.
Do unto your birds as I've done unto my frogs.
Dark litany.
Let's just say I don't have any frog problems anymore. Looks like a spider problem though.
By the power
What if
of
he's gonna try to
Dota.
box me in with this thing? Oh no, he didn't even go for it. He'll go invincible.
No.
Gotta go fast.
I command it.
Oh, no! I'm dead. Maybe not, maybe? Yeah, I'm dead.
I'm a little bit worried about DD, Blink Dagger, Slardar. But what hero's the most fun to play? Huskar, motherfucker. What kind of birds? I don't know. It's not me.
Indubitably. At my command.
His name isn't Huskar, it's the Dunk Master, Master of Sacrifice.
No, you're right. It's whose car.
Not yet.
Whose car?
I like how they all run because they don't know the timer on my ult.
Darkness. Fiends take you.
This guy wants to jump. Barney, have you ever had cookie butter? Whose car? Exactly. It's whose car. Not even whose car pronounces his name right. He's just that dumb.
Dumb.
If I get a really good ult
The
and
dunk
everyone's here to
master.
follow up, then we can
He
win a
needs
fight.
is the
but
dunk.
We'll have to force the issue, I think. Like I'm willing to just go on these guys. Ready?
Alright, let's
Go,
go.
go.
Let's go.
It's not the best initiative I'm gonna manage to get.
Tower is under attack.
That bitch went invincible.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Stuns?
Nothing.
But
Sorry.
he's dead if we go. He's really gonna go straight line and run away.
Tower is under attack.
Well, that was the best fight we could have hoped for, but we're getting racked because of that sick
Your
combo.
top tower is under attack.
It's
I'm
funny
split
because Lycan and
Your top tower
Broodmother are
has
such a
fallen.
good combo. And obviously we don't have both, but
I'm not ready. Your soul to crush. More come.
I must have a mech.
Hear me.
Ah, a classic 27-minute mech.
By the
Show me
power
your support?
of
Fuck that,
Gorus.
man. These guys can buy the... These guys can buy the dust.
Dude,
Reveal.
didn't you know?
Really, I should have been buying
You only
shit
have
like
the
dust
best
in a
item
Warthog game.
for Warlock.
Radiant structures
Damn it, I
are
almost had that.
fortified.
And here I thought it was Shadow Blade.
Car Corazon.
But really, I should have been buying things like dust in Warthog game.
The enemy's
But when I'm
bottom
this close to a
tower
mech,
has
mech is
fallen.
actually more important.
I got tower, it's whatever.
My JC? What's my JC?
Indeed.
That would be a surprise factor.
Oh, yes.
Holy shit, he's actually not retarded.
Stride the night.
We really should have sent
He's standing right there.
Windrunner bottom suicide.
I love how the Sacred Bonds actually shows. Yeah, we probably should have. I love how Sacred Bonds actually shows where someone's standing.
I
Or
command
Fatal
it.
Bonds. Ah, I'll shock them by the fact that I bought dust. Jewel Crafter, oh, okay.
Last pun.
Not yet. I mean, it might actually, when the commodity
Ah,
market comes up, that
Jesus.
might actually be the best time to level it.
I'm gonna.
I already leveled all of mine.
I think I'm gonna. Oh, really? How much did it cost you? Did you level the Smith?
Yeah, both. I just, as I was playing through the game.
Dude, it costs like 500,000. What the fuck?
Yup. Let's just say I killed the butcher like
Avowed.
12 times,
Hardcore?
and then I.
Or, I mean,
yeah,
I'm sorry, Inferno.
yeah. Oh no, not Inferno.
Indeed.
I forget how we exactly did it, but it was back when before they nerfed force armor for
Sworn
What's it called?
shadows.
Okay. You know, it'll be interesting when the commodity market comes back up and people start buying the shit out of like those pages.
Pitched battle.
Do you have any pages of your own?
Actually, I do, and they might have a ridiculous value, but there'll be a time when everyone just wants to level it. Like when people have enough money, they're like, okay, fuck it. And that's when the pages are gonna start to have value. Is when everyone just decides that they're gonna just level their thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be like a brief time where they have value.
Oh, I hit that slaughter pretty
The
hard.
problem with the jewel crafting though is anything above flawless square is never worth it because like flawless square I believe is the highest that drops, but the cost of crafting jewels is such that
Honestly, I just don't know the prices well enough of it to be able to accurately price what I've got. So I just, craft it or salvage it.
but it's like the cost of like mixing jewels is such that like there will be enough jewels on the market. It'll be fucked.
My word.
Anything below flawless square is gonna have no value.
At my command. From the shadows.
I think half the fun of D2 was that
Sha sha.
was making those exploits and getting the best items, because it was such a gratifying feeling when you finally did beat the system.
One of the problems though with Diablo 2 was that it was pretty much destroyed by botting. And I'm surprised that no one wrote any like botting programs for like the resplendent chests. I mean, maybe they did and they just didn't release them publicly.
That would be a smart person.
Carabos, Caracas.
Think you could have killed Drow? Maybe. I was waiting to see how long I could channel my upheaval without having to mech and run.
Honestly, if I were to find an easy like EXP farm or resplendent chest or something like that, I wouldn't tell anyone.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much
Not even my friends. I would farm it.
Well, the
for
thing
them, but I
that
would
is
never
so
show
stupid about nerfing certain resplendent chests too is that there will always be other ones. I mean, like, you nerf one resplendent chest because when I played through the game, well, I guess I technically never really played through it. I pretty much just speedran it. I think the storyline is really, really bad, and I'm happy that
It was
didn't.
horrible. But you know, it was all laid out in the manual book of the first game. They pre-wrote the story.
Pretty sure it wasn't that straightforward though.
I know it wasn't straightforward. It wasn't all written out, but most of it was. And some dude in 30 minutes rewrote the script to be like 20 times better than what it was. Than, you know, devs in 2 years.
Did you just read this somewhere? Oh, I guess Blizzard games have always had infamously bad storylines though.
I read it on Reddit, you know.
This is kind of fucking Wikipedia Reddit posts. But like,
Hey, when I'm waiting in queue for a Dota match, or it's one of those games where you know you've lost and you just want to sit in well.
oh, you're one of those people. Okay. But it's like the storyline.
I'm one of those people. So you're like, when you're saying it's like 40-1 and they're pool diving you, you're just done.
Well, there are other things that make Diablo good. Like the PvP was, I think, what made Diablo 2 so cool. So like, I'm waiting to see how good the PvP is in Diablo 3. Because if
It's gonna be so unbalanced at the start, so unbalanced.
There's
And
always-
I feel like it's going to take a long time to be balanced. I'm surprised we've held out for this long.
we were so behind early, and we were still really behind. But it's gonna come down to like if people made the wrong or right item decisions, or if people get caught out.
Getting beat, maybe.
Man, this guy's just doing dance maneuvers everywhere. Do farm check. Your farm isn't bad. Morphlings is pretty bad.
What is with these small children, like,
It's
chanting?
kinda bad. We have 2 medallions though. It's weird.
Why did Windrunner make Medallion?
She's so dumb.
Like the enemies aren't really farming.
Like, with a Slardar on the enemy team, why would you make Medallion? I made it so that I could...
Well, it's still good even with the star on enemy team. It's actually like a pretty undervalued item on supporting heroes, but with the medallion already, the cooldown medallion is so low that I think having multiple medallions isn't really that worth it.
I mean, 2's alright, but any more than that's...
Even 2, I feel like is.
Yeah, but you can only get one target at a time.
She's done pretty
I like
well.
getting.
Even then,
Solo's pretty
I
good
don't think
now.
it's that bad.
Like, nail 2 supports down in a team fight with, like, -2 armor. It's not bad.
Okay, look, we should go to defend top because they're gonna push on it.
Okay.
God, I wish I didn't have to be the one who fucking creeps off. Oh, dude, defending
Yeah,
your own thing over there.
I got blinked on.
No, don't sell it. Oh god,
Don't sell
this
it.
guy's.
Did you sell
What
it?
a dumbass.
He's wrong. Said it was okay.
I was the one
God damn it.
defending
This
you.
guy's done fine all game too. Yes, he'd be like, oh great. By the way, good job dumbassing into 5 heroes.
Shut up. I got blinked on.
Size for them all.
I like spiders.
Indubitably.
I don't. Not in Dota.
Not in Dota. I hate Brood Mother. I suck with her. I think I played like 1 game with her. I did not understand.
Your tech barracks are under attack.
Yeah, it just happens we lose a Rax. I hope these kills are worth it.
Fiends take you.
Your top barracks has fallen.
It's okay, I got the double.
Nice.
Your middle tower is under attack. fallen.
Bitch.
She has Aegis.
Better than spiders. That's why I hand these two robots.
Monster kill.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm dead.
Are you kidding? Oh, the classic Shadowblade Daedalus build. This is an honor.
This drow thinks she's Conquer.
Only dead.
I like my sec got a shit.
I just like to say sec mouse because then people don't get offended. Like, I'm reporting you. Why isn't this guy orb attacking? Did you see that?
That's shock.
You didn't orb attack shock.
I got silence.
You set their auto here.
Your bottom
I know.
tower has fallen.
Oh, you got silence. Okay. I was wondering what that was. I was like, oh my god. He's one of these ODs.
The fiend.
I'm one of those. I turned it on like the last while. I think my last
Your
thing about
middle
it.
barracks are under attack.
Why didn't that Morphling switch with his copy to get outside of the trees?
Hey, that requires too much
Your
micro,
middle
man.
barracks are
This has
under
been a
attack.
pretty boring game because it's like we've been so far behind that it's like we know that we'd probably lose for a long time.
It's because we've basically
who
been
you should-
contained, and
know
we
who
haven't
you should
discovered
blame?
past that. We haven't gone past the river.
Your middle barracks has
Have it.
fallen.
Like,
It's like a
So we
game
have
where it's like
some
you
half
know
a
you're
buck.
gonna lose, but it's just gonna take a fucking hour to happen.
Enemy now has mega creeps.
You should play Ogre Magi, and we should just team up
The
and
stride
be manly in lane, and hope for multicasts.
But that doesn't even happen until level 6.
I think I just got
Oh,
cheese
you-
on.
Oh,
I should
didn't you
play
know?
Ogre Magi, go mid, and then say fuck the police, and then I haven't played mid at all today. Isn't that the streamer lane mid?
No, Barney, it's not. Streamer lane is the lane you get kills in.
No, because the streamer lane
Or
is
if you're-
mid.
no,
I've
no,
watched
no,
enough.
for-
Here, watch
Barney.
this.
For Alia, streamer lane is junk.
fire of evil takes you.
Don't hurt them. Don't hurt them.
Not. You're gonna die.
Nice.
Chaos minion.
I'll take Slaughter out though.
Yeah, eventually. My mech that's off the cooldown.
Okay, I gotta leave. Nope, nope, nope.
There's no leaving.
Tower is under attack.
No, I got trapped.
It's okay, we've been mega creeps.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
Is that OD? Did you just trap yourself?
Your middle tower
Well, I guess you're kind of low. Just a little low. Come back, Shock.
Your middle tower
No.
has fallen.
Fight them. I can't kill these treants on my
Is
own.
under attack.
Oh, he bought back.
Your
What a
ancient
bastard.
is under attack.
What a
Should've
what?
juked.
What did you just call him? I couldn't understand you.
Your ancient is under attack.
Oh, what a bastard.
Radiant victory.
Bastard. What a bastard.
Dire
bastard.
structures are
So
fortified.
we guys have 4 to
Don't
5.
mock my accent, you bastard.
It's so funny though.
It's not funny, it's serious business.
Cookies must be supported and enabled to browse this site.
Dark interval.
Fuck that. Ah, top farmer suicide lane warlock.
Ha!
A proud game indeed. A proud game indeed. Okay, we're gonna go again. Who left?
It was the Morphling.
There we go. Niggas, it could mean anything. Oh shit! Carl is here.
Wanna add Kawa or?
Sure, do it.
Oh, the guy who accepted, it's too late.
Likely Vampire Dominator Manta. Like Daedalus, yeah, that's pretty good. Except I would maybe go Daedalus over the Butterfly, but it depends on the game, and I might go BKB after Manta. Like Dominator, Manta BKB is really good man fighty. But Drow's a pretty awful hero in general. But if you want to go the man fight build, that's like the only way to do it.
Alright, all new people, welcome to Barney's stream, where we lose repeatedly.
Do we win? It's not part of the stream.
Winning is not an option. Losing is the only option.
Well, it's not really a choice either. So.
Yeah, we don't get the option to win.
No. What are you doing?
It's not how you give a blowjob, Barney.
Sorry, I just put my headphones back and I was cleaning my glasses. Rebecca makes Sudoku.
Oh yeah.
Whenever is it at least once every 5 minutes, Barney's in a good mood.
Okay, might play a jungler. We'll see.
How daring.
Jungler RPG. Oh, the Radiant side.
Do you want to go for Ninja Rosh?
Yes,
fuck
Bear
of it.
Force 1. Bear Force
Bear
1.
Force 1, guys.
There's-
We're gonna Bear Force 1.
we don't need it. Like Lich, like Ursa with any hero can just.
We're gonna go Ursa, Lich, and then like no Skeleton King and just a bunch of other things. Bear Force 1.
I'm Lich.
Shotgun Silver Bear.
I'm Lich.
I'm going
I'm
Silver
Lich.
Bear. Silly Bear.
No Syllabear. No Syllabear.
Why not? I'm gay.
You wanna go Syllabear? If you want to, you can, actually.
I might.
Okay, do it,
We'll see.
Do it.
After.
Go Syllabear. No, do it. Syllabear, Lich, Ursa. It's
I'm
brainless.
gonna go Lich, and I'm gonna go Nuke first.
Don't be a faggot.
No, dude, come on.
Dude,
Alright,
I
Not even funny.
was watching this guy is trying to do Ursa and then.
Where's Silly Bear?
Ursa
Where's the Silly Bear? In grid mode.
Why would you go Clinks if we have an Ursa and a Silly Bear?
Where's Silly Bear? Where is he?
Find him.
Can I go
Oh,
Oh, he's
Scale?
agility, isn't he? And what the fuck? Dota? GG. Ice fraud.
There he is. Found him.
It is my
Okay, you go the other
spirit
bear.
that keeps me safe, and not mere
Not enough
armor.
bear on this team.
Where's the other bear?
Brewmaster.
Oh, he's not a bear. He's a,
Ursa can jungle?
yeah.
I've never seen an Ursa jungle.
Hey,
He's so
wait.
much stronger in lane.
All bot lane. All bot then.
5 seconds remaining.
Op's an okay solo.
Go!
Yes.
I'm getting like farming items. Okay.
Go! Now! The Bear Force has to like
Prepare
move
for
fast.
battle.
Come on.
Right.
I think I got the wrong
Drake out
items.
there.
I panicked. Are you coming?
Yeah, everyone's on their way.
Let them see our teeth.
Look at the Windrunner times Ursa.
Alright,
Go to.
have you got frost armor? Yeah, cast it on the bear, and I'll let my bear tank it
If
for
we
a
get
while.
team wipes, one
Wait,
of us
Barney,
is just
let's
gonna
get
leave.
some music.
If we get team wiped, one of us has to leave.
I vote it's the
Everyone
Clinks.
go!
Yes.
Quickly! Okay, frost armor the bear. Frost armor the bear.
Yes.
Move it in closer. Move the bear in closer. Move it in closer. Move it in closer. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see what that Roshan's doing? Move it in closer, you fucking nigger.
That's as close as I can get it. There we go.
Thank you. Bear Force 1. Hold on, I can't.
Put the song on. Put the music on.
can't hear it in Skype. That makes me sad.
Dude, what if you get it? What if you get it? That's important. That's a good item.
What do you get it? Oh wow. Well, I'll take the Angels.
No courier? What the fuck, Lich? Okay, Lich, go back to 1 by courier. That's your punishment.
I'm in chat. That's me. I'm Lich.
I was a little bit late on the Bear
Hi,
Festival music.
it's me, yeah.
Louder! This is a real song. Did you just buy Wars and not a courier?
No, I bought
What?
Wards and Courier.
Okay, because if you bought one and not the other, I would have fucking killed you.
Chill out, Barney.
Dude, I fucking play with people who do this, okay?
Claws out.
Link spot a bottle for top lane.
Warm as the spring
Quick,
sunshine.
fucking model.
I wanna quit. I wanna quit. Barney, I quit. I give up. I don't wanna do it. Barney, don't make me lame with
Have fun.
No,
Wow.
Barney, don't make me do it. I don't wanna do it.
You sound like I'm raping you, man. What the fuck?
We will.
We're against an Earthshaker, so
It's very close. Well, Roshan auto targets the unit that's closest to him, so it's like,
Right.
come on, that's a big fuck up if I have to take damage.
Join with me.
I'm completely zoning this Earthshaker though.
Who
Proud
calls
of
me?
you, son.
Thanks. Remember that one Lich game where it was like me,
The enemy is
I was
near.
Lich, and you were Kunkka, and you taught me how to perfectly turn so it doesn't go into Creep Wave?
Nope.
Keep that. Yeah. I don't.
Another swatted down.
Don't stack this camp. Too late.
For the Cubs.
It's always fun to watch someone jungle RPGs. All about that entertainment.
Unnoticed.
It's funny because this is the only way to jungle Ursa is with the retarded early game lead that you
Tracks
can't
of
possibly
intruders.
fuck up. Like this. There's no way to fuck this up.
Against all
There's no way, really? Because I'm pretty sure there's like 4 or 5
There's
bans
many
matches.
ways.
Okay, you have to be an absolute retard to fuck this up.
There's been
There's
multiple games where
there's
Bear
three
Force players fail.
ways. There's 3 ways to screw it up, and that's the 3 allies on our team.
Wait, 3?
Yes.
You're counting me. You're counting me.
Nice
Really?
overpower.
No, I'm
Passive.
counting the 2.
Well,
sorry.
That's almost a loaded
I'm a
question.
retard.
Like, I have no intention of ever
Someone
leaving the
can count
forest,
well.
so I'm going to be maxing my passive because I'm just going to farm like a useless piece
The
of shit all
enemy
day.
is near.
But normally you might want to max your Fury Swipes. I mean, it's a matter of preference. I actually like the the Fury Swipes over the Overpower.
Oh shit.
I feel like Fury Swipes gains more levels.
From within.
Nice. Go to the
Is that
Aegis
fun and sleep and
Lynx has Aegis.
and Bottle.
Can see our teeth.
Mm-hmm. Why did you make? Why?
If
why
that Bane
did you-
hits level 6 soon, man, because of that, I'll be annoyed. Because I don't want that guy to just walk in the
Your
jungle and sat
blood
me.
is mine.
he's a level 4.
Ah, we gotta kill top.
Very terrible if it's a joke. It's sickening.
Sit upon them. For the forest. Tracks of intruders. Fall upon them.
I figured that was like a good rune since someone pinged it.
DD.
It's a bad rune.
Push them back.
DD isn't bad.
Bro,
Set upon them.
I need to clear
And
in a minute.
I thought Clinks was going middle.
The classic 4-minute blast. Well, it'll be like 5-minute blast.
So now you can solo.
Yeah,
Clinks get back.
now
Clinks
my
get back.
jungling was going to be more huge
This
plus
is there.
game. Back?
Clinks back. Back. Clinks. Clinks back. This is right there. Use that bottle that you got. Don't waste it.
Surely
Get
this
him.
guy stacked creeps so that I could take it all.
cannot relax. We're Bear Force wanting. There's no room for relaxation.
Well said.
Fangs bared.
This is a serious strategy, not some fucking joke.
I wonder what would happen if like a competitive
Kill boots
team
from the
actually
lads.
did this. How amazing would that be?
I've
And they like got away with it.
I've seen him picked competitively a couple of times. Ursa, almost as like a kind of the shitty Ursa SK gimmick. Pro tip: it didn't work.
Roshan, I come to reclaim what you stole. Who calls me?
Fuck mana. Who needs mana?
Ursa's obviously a very high skill,
Notice.
you know, hero.
I'd go so far as to say highest of skill.
Yes.
I mean, look how difficult this
It
is.
beats out
I have like
both
one
easily.
active. Well, I guess I have 2 active abilities. So
What would you say is the
difficult.
hardest hero to play? Like, effectively?
Chen,
Against
Yeah, I don't know, like, effectively.
keeper of the light, keeper of the light.
Bro,
Always a
Roshan,
good
I have
option.
my Vlads? Bro, Vlads is wrong. Is like long dead. Or Roshan is long dead, rather.
Claws out.
Ursa is just wrong when he talks about how he's gonna kill Rosh. I'm one step ahead of him.
Not bad.
Help, help, help.
Hey, Shock, do you want me to walk into them bottom in a minute?
Nah.
I think it's level
I'm dead.
6, you're dead. Just south.
They're here.
Yeah, because when he hits level 6, you're dead if I don't do something. Can we get a flying quarry right now?
Yes.
Flying.
Boots. Why would I buy anything for teeth?
Listen now.
That's a good point.
Nice blink.
Interloper.
Oh man. I got slapped. You should remove it with your bear.
My spirit requests your aid. There's the one.
I'll tax you lightly for this.
They're immune to sleep?
Strength rises.
Damn it.
No, but it can take sleep off.
Attack.
Alright, I'll give you your lane back.
Yeah.
I'll tax you real light.
Shit.
Yes.
Does anyone remember when Rosh went down so...
0?
Yeah,
Rosh
like
down
pretty
0.
close to 0.
Well, I don't know.
Like, I don't know, man. Close enough to 0 that...
We killed Rosh before creep spawned. Like, I don't know if that's a good indication or not. So.
No, dude.
Sit upon them.
Oh shit! I'm dead. I'm dead.
Oh yeah, you were so fucked.
Sit upon them.
You guys are off app to worse.
The enemy
30
is
seconds
near.
before 0. That sounds about right.
Fangs bared.
This Clinks is out of bottle charges. What is he gonna do now?
Grow
He
it.
can't use searing arrows anymore. What's going on? He does have strafe. That's one of them.
It's kind of funny though that he opted to go for a bottle. To each his own. I'm gonna make my way top, I think.
Seek the foe. Interloper.
We're stopping them from getting a farm pretty effectively, but Clinks isn't getting all that much.
We will. Join with me
No, you fucking bitch!
Declare
Just
a
ran.
month of
against all strife.
Queen of Pain.
Not bad.
He's up.
We fight as one. I'm under attack. Fiercely now. I'm under attack.
God, that fissure didn't work.
Who calls
Oh
me?
god damn it, I really wanted that.
Someone?
Your blood is mine. It's not time yet. No!
Fuck, you stupid bitch!
Mortality?
You have 3 points in your dagger, why don't you use your fucking dagger?
Get him, Clinks, get him.
Like, I don't know why you'd ever do this skill build, let alone do this skill build and throw your ult.
Yeah, literally, all she had to do was dagger him.
Must keep pretty bigger than. Yeah, that's pretty much why Ursa wins, because she's all Ursa first. Potom is harder to play because Potom 1 has a high skill ceiling, and 2, like someone noted, it requires that you
Fuzzy Wuzzy
like are able to
return.
balance certain things. Yeah, I'll just go Rosh. I'm gonna solo Rosh. So I can make the big plays.
Wait. Ursa can solo Rosh? I never knew.
He talks about it when he gets his
Oh, he does?
Let them
when he
see
gets his
our
swads, yeah.
Not. Cool story. Just tell it again.
Thanks, man.
Come on, get him.
Push them.
Read
Alright,
better
I'm gonna-
stories on Reddit.
When you come top,
Dude,
try to push-
I'm on Reddit all the time.
Come near.
What's this outside you speak of? Never heard of it.
Sure, new meta. Yeah, I'll read this hentai on stream if you want me to. So find me a link for it, or
Roshan has
like a
fallen
text-only
to the
version.
radiant.
Immortality.
Yeah, your Aegis ran out. Or your Aegis ran out, Clinks. Careful.
Go to.
I always feel like I'm
The
saying
Upstar
that
and the
wrong.
Windrun
Aegis.
I can read that.
Take heed.
Alright, keep the link because I'll read it after the game, between games, so give me something to read.
Claws out.
Come on.
I've missed new meta. My viewers are desperate to see the new sciences.
For the forest.
Come on.
Back to retarded farmer mode. I'm gonna get the invincibility blade so I can poop on supports.
Attack.
Yes.
Despite the fact that they have a Zeus who can reveal me, and the fact that they have a Bane that
Shit.
can very easily and commonly go necro.
Fuck.
I'm dead too.
Get right.
Right.
They're up in kills and we had that advantage.
Go. Ready to go? Go. Dude, this is when you fucking do stuff.
You can't do anything.
Oh, how did they get 2 kills up here without fucking Bane ulting?
Earthshaker and then Zeus ult.
Really? Because I went in there on the... I realized that he ulted me. I had to assume that his ult was down to the point where I didn't even fucking ask. Because why would that guy still have an ult? Dude, dagger him so he can chase me up the hill.
Now ult them. Spain's coming around for you.
Fuck, I tried to deny the creeps, but I had way too much life. That's work. God damn it. Fuck killing people. I should just farm. Big fail die. Never mind, I won't even go there. But that's pretty awful that they were able to get 2 kills without Bane even ulting. I mean, Bane has a really low cooldown ult, so my window of opportunity is pretty low. It's like not even, it's like Bane isn't even a good hero, but when I see double kill from his fucking Arcane Boot Soul Ring Zeus, I naturally assume that Bane had to ult someone to do it, but like, I obviously wouldn't run into 3 heroes, especially with that many disables, like, if on the premise that, like, that Bane is just going to ult me. This is a bonus time, but I agree.
Your top tower is under attack.
I mean, it's such a huge early game advantage from that cheesy ass Rosh kill. Go! Go! TPs? TPs? Oh, no one TP'd. Why am I not surprised?
I'm not ready.
The gank that could have been.
Not yet. Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and back up because no one TP'd. Like,
You should farm
if,
bottom.
well, I should farm anywhere because I can farm a number of places, whereas we have, what, 4 heroes on our team that need farm, and most of them can't utilize the jungle farm, so no, I probably shouldn't be farming bottom.
Gold and silver.
Like there, that was pretty sad because the enemies, like I was able to TP and I didn't even TP quickly, and then I was able to get a melee range of we have literally 0 disables. I guess that's a valid point. Even consider that. It's a pretty awful team comp. But I'm gonna just ignore team fights unless they're extremely favorable.
Lynx, I think, was the worst possible pick for this.
Well, I mean, you can play around it, I guess, but the problem if you pick a Clinks
We
is
shouldn't
that,
have to play
is
around
that
it,
the
though.
problem if you pick a Clinks is that you have an Ursa, Celebear, and a Clinks. All of those are pretty bad heroes, first of all, and second of all, oops, and like they're all pretty bad heroes, but more importantly, it's like none of them have any disables, and they don't really go well in a team together. It's pretty pub Tom. We should still be able to win. Lola.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Push them back.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Fiercely now.
Ah, the classic 3-3-3 build.
Go to. On notice. The enemy is near.
Lich Health actually doesn't have a huge CD, but the mini stun doesn't make it like a disable by any means.
Tracks of
This guy is
intruders.
careful.
I'm not.
Yeah, because like I ran into them in the jungle.
Right.
Damn it. He like rounded the corner at like lightning speed and
For the cubs.
get away from the stun. Quap has the 333 build. Bog, Dano, Vix.
We will.
What do you say?
Bogdanovix was asking who had the 333 build. It was
Your blood is
pain.
mine.
I know. I'll get a Shadow Blade. I'll kill one person, and then it's okay.
For
That's
the
it.
forest.
And once I've done that, I win the game. There is no phase 2.
What's a phase 2?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But you hit this one, the one that's right behind you. Gotta turn around and kill him. You would have been able to kill him if you had just like outdistanced. I give up.
This isn't looking too good.
Try and push bot tower because they all came top to me.
Teeth. Yes.
Where's no hopes to become a Purge gamer?
No, Barney just needs to take his caster tips.
Oh, that's
You
right,
know.
to become a professional caster. The best part about the video was he didn't even mention any of the things that he would mention before when he was actually trying to become a caster, and instead mentioned a bunch of irrelevant things that seemed almost self-promotional. Like, instead of bringing up, like, the lack of access to content or something, he'd bring up, like, oh, well, one of the big things is hard work. Like, that's the biggest issue facing people, is, like, the lack of willingness to put in hard work. Like, yeah,
Fiercely now.
please, you fucking retard. Like, it isn't the hard work, because it seemed, and I'm not even kidding, it just seemed like a lot of the stuff he was saying to, like, make
Oh, it's
himself
too
look better.
dirty,
Like,
man.
like, you need
I
to be
feel like-
really good at this, which is, by the way, something I'm super good at. I mean, you need to put the time in. Like, you need to learn how to do overlays and how to do that. Oh, did I mention that I learned all of this stuff myself, on my own, with no help? It was like, Jesus, why don't you just make a video called...
Go to.
Most of his casts, anyways, are like just him playing. It's not like
Yes.
anything special.
Let's make this Dragonite our bitch.
Right.
Or the Bane that's in a horribly
Big
awkward
gang.
position. Kind of happy I just
Big
avoided
gang.
these fights.
Sit upon them.
Big pain with no mana, big gang.
It's a huge game.
Okay.
Wow.
Big doesn't do it
This
justice.
is queen of pain.
Has
Oh,
fallen.
PT beat out.
Yep.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Right.
Bear Force 1 loses again.
It's not time
I mean,
yet.
again, this is a victory for me. I
Push
met my
them
quota.
back.
Quota Fury on next game.
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures
I don't move
are
fast enough to get to
fortified.
mid.
For the forest.
No, person's
Your
fault, but I
middle
agree. I
tower
mean, he
is
wasn't
under
talking about
attack.
streaming at all, except for as like a peripheral to make
Your
money,
middle tower
which I
has
think
fallen.
says something.
It's not time yet.
The only time he mentions streaming is for making money. Like, first of all, isn't... See ya.
Oh, wait.
Well, I don't know how many heroes are there. I know there were a lot before.
Who calls me?
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Against all
He
strife.
doesn't mention like putting in the hard work for like streaming, because he's mostly talking about becoming a caster and primarily like things
Yeah,
like
but-
YouTube.
but-
and streaming.
Purge's streams aren't anything.
Oh, and he creates his
groundbreaking.
own job. Remember that from the video. It's very important to create your own job. It just goes to show what a self-made man you are.
Ever since you started to point out the things that are wrong with Purge's casts, I can't even like watch them. I used to be able to just watch him in the background. Now I can't even stomach them.
It's funny because a lot of viewers, like when I used to not really hate him that much, would like tell, like they'd show me things, like, or like post videos or just things like that, and they'd be like, "Hey man, watch this, is really funny." And I'd watch him, and I'd start to notice like these commonalities or these really bad things about him. And once you like look at these, it becomes hard to ignore them. That said, I mean, I have those problems myself too. Like if someone would be like, "Hey, Barney does this a lot," like, you know. But I just thought it was funny because
Queen of Pain,
some of
ulti
them
this
were
next
so-
creep wave.
some of
Queen of
them
Pain,
were
ulti the
so,
creep wave. Stop the tower. Save it.
don't even.
It's a good use of your ulti, trust me.
I noticed that Ursa's picked
For the
this one.
forest.
How valued is gold find? In Diablo, not very
yet.
valued because it only works for like mob gold find. And I'm willing to bet the majority of money in the Diablo 3 economy is like
Yes.
not from what monsters drop. The fact that that guy is staying there says something.
Piercing
Why is he?
Why'd you run back in?
Shed Woods.
Shadow blade. Seek the foe. Set upon them.
Queen of Pain, we gotta be really careful. I keep forgetting to press the button. Queen
This
of Pain, we
coach is
gotta be
professional and
careful.
doesn't use the nigger word. What's the nigger word? Do you mean the word nigger or a word that's associated with?
Dagger him.
Set upon them. Yes.
The nigger word is the word nigger? Holy shit, it's mind-blowing. It's like the end of an M. Night Shyamalan movie. This is why Ursa is decent plus though, and why it's a high win rate. It's just this right here. Well, one, he rapes supports, but Lycan rapes supports too. It's just any hero that can control Rosh. Like how, and this is how stupid you have to be. It's because pubs don't understand. Like, oh, well they killed Rosh. He's probably gonna do it once, roughly every 10 minutes. Like it's unfucking believable. The enemies can be so unaware. Like, I mean, how many times have I done this? How many times have I just walked into the Rosh pit and killed them?
Fangs bared.
Like, I'm willing to bet it's been a reasonable number of times by now. Of course, as this happens, my whole team is dying because I'm not helping. But hey, man,
Who calls me?
Purge will
Got
surpass the
cheese
races. So
and-
well, honestly, Purge is going to be really successful because he's one of the only people who's really going through the motions of it. Like, I mean, things like StarCraft 2 have shown what is necessary to become successful in video games, or esports, if you want to call it that. And he's like the only one doing the thing, so yeah, he'll be successful. I mean, isn't he already successful? The guy can make a living, like, playing video games. Well, I guess talking
I
about it.
consider that as successful.
Yeah, I would too. So yeah, he's already successful, and he'll be more successful, and the guy will make a lot of money.
You could be successful if you know, hoard out for that cash money.
Maybe.
Fight is one.
But I don't see myself 20 years from now
Join with me.
doing like the esports deal. I mean, even if I don't, then I could go down that route. I
I
mean,
feel
it's
like
not
you would be a really grumpy old person.
Really?
Yeah,
Enemy is near.
like one of those like Clint Eastwood kind of fellas from like Gran Torino.
I can't
Get
believe
off
that guy
my
didn't save his
lawn,
teammate.
Jinx.
I can't believe he didn't sleep me. That's what I was hoping for.
World.
Against all strife.
Mine! Mine! Mine, Shock! Back away! You.
Quick guys, let's rax them.
Seek the foe.
Jealousy. Any streamer that says backseat gaming is pretty much a jackass. What does that mean?
Right.
I'm glad you agree with me, Enchantress.
So much purge hate. I keep making fun of him with the hatred.
Attack.
Clint,
do
in
kind
that
of
movie,
hate the
Clint
guy.
Eastwood's like totally racist against like.
He's a pretty good embodiment of a lot of the things that I dislike in both gaming culture and the esports scene, or just as a person. He accurately, or streaming, he embodies a lot of the things I hate.
Overall, he's a bad
Who
player.
calls me?
Not saying that I'm better than him, but
Just like a hit.
Right.
Please go Battle Fury! Why are you banned for Shine Got Pissed? No, not even.
Teeth.
Like, you have to remember, that would be a dumb analysis to say that I got banned from his chat. I got mad. Like, why did I get banned from his chat? Because I'm pretty vocal about my opinion of the guy, which was pretty low. So to say that it started there, I mean, you couldn't even make a reasonable argument. Oh, Marty got banned from his chat, doesn't like him. I mean, that didn't help getting banned from his chat, but it certainly wasn't a reason.
He's got comboed.
It's okay, I'll just go invincible.
Go to.
Why did we
I feel
just keep
so
progressing?
depressed. I'm 0-8-3. Fenwin, Mask of Madness, Chrysalis.
Yeah, how's it feel to know his dick is twice as big as yours?
The enemy is near.
He's obviously the manliest man alive. So you're gonna play next game so I can play support. Just feed off your success.
Now.
The usual. Just feed off my success. Like,
Pretty much what we're.
I can
we're
go
all
on and on about all the things I dislike about Purge.
Yes.
Backseat gamer? That's a hilarious term, actually.
Join with me.
Purge gaming every day. I like that.
About how we shouldn't run ad block. That's not the first person I've seen. Like, I've seen this guy like Quicks or Diablo streamers. Like, everyone, there are a lot of streamers who talk about how you shouldn't run ad block because like they're losing money if you do it. And I'm sorry, but that is a fucking awful argument. Saying that you lose money.
It's not time.
You don't lose money, you just don't gain money.
Yeah, it's a really, really bad argument, and it says a lot about the kind of person who would make that argument. Like, the kind of person who's like, oh, well, if you ad block, I lose money. Well, no, it's just that I'm
like,
not...
you have enough viewers.
I don't know, it's just the whole thing, like, annoys me. Plus, half the people who say that use ad block themselves, too. Like, I use ad block myself, so as much as I'd like to leech you guys for money, like, I would never advocate not using ad block, or I wouldn't be like, hey guys, you shouldn't run ad block. Because that would be so fucking hypocritical. If me, who hasn't watched a stream without ad block for like, fucking, I don't know, like 2 years, like, to be like, hey guys, don't use ad block, I need to get those dollar bills. I don't know.
Barney, you do need those dollar bills.
Oh, they probably have a fucking smoke or dust if they're trying this hard to kill me. Oh, they don't, okay. Well, I do need money, but I can get it elsewhere.
I got mod for asking for it. Oh, and because I was a religious, dedicated troll for a while.
A pleasure to hold in my paws.
Like, before I even started
Wait,
to play
unfortunately most casters and whatnot are not very good at video games. It gets really annoying to watch someone's video and they miss things they aren't paying attention to the game. Yeah, that tends to be it because a lot of the qualities that make for good casters aren't necessarily synonymous with things that make for good players, especially at the highest levels. And furthermore, it's like, a lot of players don't want to put in, like, they don't want to do the things, they don't want to do the things that, like, the casters have to do in order to be successful. There are a lot of things. But generally, most casters aren't good. But at the same time, generally, most players aren't good either. Get money by sucking dick, yeah, that's right.
For the forest.
Fucking because of niggers.
Who calls me?
bucket of cocaine. Is that how it's measured out? I've never done
Casters?
cocaine before.
Well, it's funny that you say that because there are a lot of good casters that don't just ban anyone in their chat. But at the same time, a lot of people, like, a lot of casters, it's like one of those things where I can almost never benefit from having someone in my chat who's saying like, oh, this guy sucks. He's so fucking bad. I hope he kills himself when he's on stream.
People do.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people do that. But I don't really care. Like, I don't ban anyone, and I clear the ban list pretty much. I would say every day, but I don't do it every day. I do it every time there's a reasonable number of people in it. It's like a chore. And the people that get banned are almost always like the Dashini spammers, and you can tell because they're fucking names. But anyways, it's because having those type of people might improve the community of your streamer, like the interaction, even the like detractors. But it's like, if you ban everyone who says that you're bad, then eventually no one says you're bad, and no one starts to question it. Like, no one will ever be like, you fuck up sometimes. Because if you ban everyone who says you fuck up sometimes, no one will say that you fuck up sometimes. And then there will be people that actually start to believe it.
Set upon them.
I once paid someone 100K to suck a dick. Holy shit, I'd take that offer in a minute. If you guys can offer me $100,000 to suck your dick, I'll find you and I'll do it. But I won't commercial you while I do it.
Yes.
Barney just mods like other streamers banned. That's actually hilariously
Thanks,
accurate.
Baird.
Holy shit, most useless ground stomp I've ever done. Yeah, nigga, get fucked. That's what happens when I ignore team fights and acquire gold.
I really want to get a chance to ban someone, but I never get a chance. People always beat me to
Do you
it.
want to get hit with a big ban dick? Or lose your
No, I
precious
want to
mod?
hit with the ban dick. Why would I want to get hit? I don't like getting hit. I like hitting other people. I'm the dominator, not the dominated.
He's gonna try to deny himself to ancients, or not? Is he gonna try to just feudally run?
No, he's gonna run into me. I'm gonna take it. No! If he just ran into me, I would
I go now to the
Can we actually still win
I would
this?
take lessons
Yes.
from this guy. if he
No,
offered them.
we can't win this.
I wouldn't offer lessons because it would be kind of strenuous. Like, there are so many people that are fucking phenomenal at the game that
It's
probably
not
offer
time
lessons.
yet.
I don't think I'm bad, but I mean, they're like far from being
Yeah,
like what I'm fast.
Barney, you offer a unique stream experience because nobody else is like funny like you.
Has anyone ever told you that you're a massive dick sucker? Like, I'm sorry, but like,
No, I was being honest.
I am too.
Oh,
No, but what other streams out there that isn't just like a
No, I see
pro
what you mean, though.
streaming or like some random guy that has like one
you're
view?
the most cancer streamer I've ever seen.
I think Sing Sing is
yeah.
fucking hilarious,
Yeah.
though. Hey, I
Oh,
can have a
man.
TP now.
Yes.
But you're not the best player,
Not
you
yet.
Hey,
actually-
fuck you. Sing Sing is fucking hilarious, though, but
and your viewers suck even harder.
True.
That's hard to-
myself included.
Take heed.
I think Alia's player base is like
Thanks,
twice
babe.
as good as yours.
unique experience you offer with talent each time.
Right.
I'm sorry. I see what you're saying, though. I mean, I try to emulate some of the qualities that I think other streamers have that are good. Like a couple of my favorite streamers, like Destiny and Trump, I think had some of the best streams. It's funny because Trump actually streams something that people watch now, which is great for him.
Yes.
What does he stream?
Diablo 3. There actually are a reasonable number of viewers for that. I think he has more viewers now than he ever did, even in StarCraft 2, which is cool because I like Trump. He's a fucking awesome guy. But
We fight as one.
And I'm the dick sucker.
Regeneration.
Yes. Yes.
bro, if Trump offered me $100,000, I'd suck his dick. That's my offer, guys. 100K. I'll suck all of the dicks.
I'm gonna come back like 5 years later, find a willing like gay male and 100K, and I'll be like, go for it, Barney.
Wait, what? You said
Oh,
so? Wait, you're
yeah,
looking
no,
for a
I'm-
random
not
gay
myself,
man to
not
suck your
myself.
dick? I mean, that doesn't like. How does the money come in? Usually, you'd be the one.
With me.
What? Isn't
No,
that
no.
kind of homoerotic to say that that you'd look to get your dick sucked and you'd pay $100,000 for it?
This is how it
I
works.
think you just.
wish-
I think you did this wrong. I think you failed somewhere along the line here.
It's like
No. You just.
it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't function.
Right.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna do one day? Like a lot of money, I'll start sucking dicks.
Go to.
No, Blitz browses Reddit. I'm pretty sure.
For the
It seems to be
forest.
critical of something even if you browse it. I don't like Reddit at all. I mean, I'm pretty vocal about it. One thing that I try to do, and there are certain qualities of streamers that, again, I like, and I try to emulate those qualities because I think they make for good streams. I mean, I watch a lot of streams
We
myself.
fight as one.
But I think that being honest, or just being really frank about things is a really nice quality as well. Like, one, it just sucks to watch someone stream when you, like, realize the whole time that they're just telling you shit that isn't true, that they know isn't true. But at the same time, I think that it's funnier to listen to someone be honest. In order to do that, though, you have to make a couple of sacrifices yourself. Like, I mean,
Against all strife.
one of the things, too, is that if you want to, like, be, like, a professional esports person, then being really honest is a bad thing, because if you're honest about your opinions of people, it might hurt you in the future. If you say things like nigger, it might come back to bite you. Like, I could never be... Oh no, they found out that Rosh exists.
Their
Like, I
flesh.
could never be fucking a Toby 1 because there are like probably hundreds of instances you guys could cite of me saying nigger on stream. Purge offers lessons is better than Bonnie. If you guys took a He acts like a Reddit fag. He doesn't know anything about the internet. Yeah, I think so. To be fair. But hey, man, he's fucking good at Dota. And he's a pretty decent guy. So.
Who?
Rises from within.
Blitz. But he seems so. It seems like he. I doubt like he browses like a lot of forums or like 4chan or anything.
A lot of
I think that's fair
Reddit's
and non-insulting too.
main like subreddits are really stupid and just full of crap.
Isn't that one of the themes of Reddit that you don't know a lot about the internet if you browse Reddit? It's like internet for kind of normal people, right?
Well, I guess the main top 10 subreddits are, and then like from below that, if you dig a little deeper, a lot of it's actually good stuff.
I'm trying to go. Yeah, but if you guys ever get a lesson from Purge, then that's pretty funny because I'm pretty sure that if you were to offer like an actual pro like $50, they'd probably give you a lesson. If they're actually, that's not necessarily true actually.
Lessons from Purge are $50.
I don't know. They're probably pretty pricey to make it worth his time, to be honest. I don't really know though, so I shouldn't comment on it.
Your top tower is under attack.
To be fair, there are some things that like
Your
smaller
top tower
subreddits
is
produce
under
that are
attack.
actually like good. There's some content that Reddit produces that's good, but by and large, Reddit as a community is awful. And
It's a circle jerk.
well, I mean, there's more to it than that. Like, it's just a horrible community, and the only thing it has going for it is the sorting system, which is also really bad. Also, like invisible internet points. And I'd vastly prefer somewhere like B where it's so funny too because Reddit, like in a lot of their communities, it's like like take atheism for instance, right? One of like the biggest subreddits. If you go anywhere in real life, like in the United States or anything, like and you're an atheist, you're gonna be a minority. But if you go on the internet, all of a sudden you're atheist, like so is everyone else. So it's funny also because if you diverge from like the popular opinion on Reddit,
Enemy's top tower
then you'll
has
probably get downvoted, no one will ever see what you say, etc., etc. But at the same time, Reddit is a website where people that have opinions that aren't necessarily that popular in the real world kind of congregate. So it's like a place where you can have an unpopular
rejects of society
opinion.
unite.
You can have an unpopular opinion as long as everyone else has the same unpopular opinion. And it's like if certain people say things, or you have a certain username, or you're someone notable in real life, then all of a sudden your opinions and your posts get given more, more credibility and validity. Whereas I like websites
It's
like...
just almost like going.
just go, guys. Fuck, we're not gonna get a better fight. Damn it. That's like the best fight we could have hoped for, too. Where I'd like sites like B or V or any of those places where like who you are doesn't really matter, only the validity of your point. And that's really the way that it should be, but you'll never get that in real life because in real life it's always about who the person saying something is, you know?
The only reason I prefer Reddit over 4chan is the fact that I can go on Reddit at school or at home when my parents are like...
That's a pretty shitty reason in regards to content quality, you know?
No, because...
But no, I mean, it's a valid reason.
I'm not...
Cheese,
like,
cheese.
I'm
I
not
was
going
stun
to
locked
spend-
when I got low enough for the cheese. And I don't know if you're talking about when I was here, because there might be a chat delay. But like right there, I could have cheesed actually before I died, but before I couldn't. But right when I died there, I could have. But before, I couldn't. Like when I had to buy out. But right there, I could have easily cheesed.
Your middle barracks are under attack.
The Diablo 3 community is actually pretty good. Like, for the most part, there's no like stupid, pictures or anything like that. It's all like...
Well, one of the
strategies and
problems
stuff
that I
like
have with that though is that it's like Diablo is probably a larger subreddit. Actually, fuck, it is.
It's
isn't it?
actually not huge.
It has to be a larger subreddit because the game is so popular, like by default. So it probably has all of the qualities that are bad, and the only reason that the quality of posts is good, I would imagine, is because of heavy moderation. That tends to be the case with any of like larger subreddits, which is unfortunate because I don't like communities that moderate themselves heavily. I mean, obviously, I'm a big fan of not really moderating that heavily at all, which is why my chat
Well,
has
there's
1,000
two
moderators.
Diablo communities. There's the one that allows, picture posts and crap like that, and then the one that...
Well, there we go. See, that's a great example of heavy moderation. It's because it's like they have to police some content, but at the same time, anytime you police content, I think that you kind of lose something. It isn't?
It's diverted
Atheism
into
is
two
huge,
areas.
Diablo
There's
is
something
relatively
for every-
small. I'm gonna go ahead and call you out on that bullshit. I will look after this game to see how big the Diablo subreddit is. Eric,
It's
to be
pretty
truthful.
small.
It can't be small. The game is too popular. There are popular games that are
Alright, I'm
wildly
going on it right now.
Tell me how many subscribers it has.
Yes.
Compare it to Game of Thrones, which I know is a subreddit because I've actually browsed it before.
It's got 62,000.
Okay, Diablo subreddit? It's not like a small subreddit by any means then.
The largest one is like 400,000.
Yeah, so that's not small at all. This chat has no moderation. I know, it has a ton of moderators,
Oh no,
but it has no moderation.
Atheism has 800,000, so there's 800,000, Redditors out there.
Yeah, that
at
are
least.
subscribing to things, yeah.
Yes, and only 60,000 of them are.
That still makes it a larger subreddit. Bam, get called out, son. Like that.
Well, your definition of larger
Dota
is
2 is
in
26
comparison to mine.
Game of Thrones is 63,000. I'd call Game of Thrones a larger subreddit. See, Barney, you're a very biased person. I wouldn't say I'm too biased, but
Yes.
actually some things I have.
Barney's very self-righteous.
I actually have a pretty decent bias for some things, but I wouldn't consider this to be one of them. I mean, I obviously dislike Reddit, but one thing that I'm not biased for is like my desire to be correct. I can concede it if I'm incorrect, and I often do. But I don't think I'm wrong. I'd say the Diablo subreddit is probably larger. And now I'm just assuming this. Like, I've said that now. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've been shown to be right. I don't know.
The amount of posts on there is very minimal in comparison to other subreddits, though.
No, Eric. I use Game of Thrones as a rubric for a large subreddit, not a small one, because Game of Thrones is really like it's a fairly popular book and a fairly popular TV series. That's why I mentioned Game of Thrones, because if it had anything comparable to Game of Thrones, then I would say it was
but
popular.
Barney, you gotta think
I
of it this
wasn't
way.
saying like, oh, if it has
Thrones
more or
is a
less
show in
than
a
Game of
book.
Thrones, then it's
It's not
popular or not popular.
Of all the video games that I play pretty regularly, I join their subreddits. But I'm not going to join a subreddit for a book or for a show, Like,
Barney, I want lessons?
I don't see the point. Like, what content is there going to be there other than like, fan fiction and
Fall upon them.
pictures?
Hey, here's a question. Are there like pro Dota 2 players that offer lessons or no? I know there are with like StarCraft, but
Heroes of New Earth extensively.
yeah, but that's because Heroes New Earth players are all about the dollar bills.
I'm not ready.
Guys, we're losing another Rax. Just throwing it out there. It's a wasted Shadow Blade from me.
Set upon them.
On cheese, motherfucker, cheese! Oh man, I was counting it. I got stun locked again. I have a buyout in 4. We don't have to lose that, I don't think.
Your top tower has fallen.
Shock, get in there. Get in there!
Barracks are under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
I'm under attack.
Really? I get stunned? Oh man. Right as soon as I bash him too. Surprise cheese. You'll never know I have it since I've been saving it for when I really need it, right? He had a cheese too. Shocking. I can't believe they gave him cheese and Aegis. I should have checked that before. No, they didn't give him Aegis, did they? Oh well.
Air Force 1 fails again. Fails Volume 2.
Your middle barracks are under attack. Your middle barracks has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
I like some of the lingo that people use to get people to like watch their ads. My favorite is the support me one. I guess it maybe
Your
is
middle tower is under
not
attack.
overuse of wording if you're trying to live off of like streaming and playing professionally. But it's funny to watch someone who streams kind of casually, like, oh, please help support me by donating me money. It's like, wait, what? Also, why the fuck would I want to support
Your
someone?
ancient is
I
under
mean, I
attack.
mean, like in that way, because that's like different than me morally supporting you. That's me actually financially supporting you. Like, am I trying to pay for you to live? Really want a lesson from you? Would you teach me? I wouldn't really know how to give a lesson in Dota 2, and furthermore, I probably wouldn't be the right person to ask. I mean, maybe I can try, but plus, to be honest, this isn't something I'd want to bend over backwards to do, but it isn't something I'd be too opposed to at the same time. I mean, I might do it, but I highly doubt I'd make it a thing.
Yes.
I don't know a few things, maybe.
It's storming really hard where I live.
We fight as one.
Maybe it's just Storm Spirit.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't see any fat pandas flying through the sky.
I merely cuffed you. Come near.
Ah, what a bitch.
I'm under attack.
You're dead.
Get raped.
Beg for your life.
Oh.
And Barney, your point about Reddit being like
Wait, I'm sorry. This is the best email address I think I've ever seen. Jho666. That's like having a name like XXX Weed Smoker 42069. Like, why would you put 666 in your email? Like, I must have had that email sent to us like fucking 10. I'm sorry. Go on.
yeah, but your point about everyone having the same opinion, the same thing happens in V.
I would say to some degree, but at least you're able to be exposed to differing opinions in somewhere like V. Because in Reddit, people would just manually sort them out. I mean, it always tends to be the way that like communities have a predominant opinion. But a community is usually bad when you can't hear anything but that. Whereas like in V, everything is sorted by like new content, bumps, etc. Which usually means that stuff that's popular and gets a lot of posts gets sorted to the top. But at the same time, things that are controversial are things that actually promote discussion and tend to rise to the top. Whereas in a community like Reddit, the upvote system exists so that people can upvote and downvote things that actually, like the things that are good discussion points, right? But it ultimately always boils down to what it is in the simplest form. Like, upvote something if you like it, downvote it if you don't, right? So people can make really, really valid points that people don't agree with. Like, God, that was a really bad example, so I'm not going to say it, but fuck it, I'll say it. Like, someone could be like, and this isn't something that I necessarily agree with, guys. Someone could be like, oh, I think Hitler did a lot to improve Germany. If he didn't do the Holocaust, he would be remembered as a great leader. I think that would be like a valid discussion that you could make. I don't know enough about Hitler to like have a really like to support that argument or to defer from it. Either way, it's like, or to detract from rather. Like, these are points that if you make anywhere, someone would be like, oh my god, he mentioned Hitler. And like, it might be completely bullshit, right? I mean, this is just a random example. You could do other taboo subjects. Like, what if someone would be like, I think that all minorities have a lower average IQ than glorious white Americans, right? And maybe there's like actual information that could substantiate a claim like that. But if you make a claim like that in the scientific community, you'll be like shunned out of it. I mean, if you make a comment like that on Reddit, I mean, obviously, ideally want to make it to a scientific community, but there are problems even with the scientific community. But I mean, if you were to make a point like that on Reddit or somewhere, people would just downvote you. It's like, but if you were to make that on V, people might not agree with you, right? But at the same time, people could actually discuss it and people would see it. A wild Nazi appears. All right, someone read the fanfic, or someone post the fanfic. This is totally gonna get taken out of context. Yeah, I know. There goes my esports career. Demon is gay. Well said. I don't know. I'm not too keen on the idea of doing lessons, mostly because I probably wouldn't enjoy doing it. Maybe though. I mean, God, I keep saying maybe. That doesn't really help you at all. But here, I'm gonna check my.
Good run, man. Doing great.
I'm gonna check my messages so I can read something between the break between the game.
2 active reloads with the sniper while you're on the moving cart, which is fairly difficult.
Ah, someone's speed running. Enchantress has rumor their foot fetish. Ursa fucking winner, but can't find the fucking money shot. It's unfinished, but it's good. You don't have to say it's good, man. Just give me the link. This is a lot of text. I'll find which one is better. Hold on, I need to see if this gets too explicit. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Enchant Chest Brood doesn't. Just post it in the chat. Enchantress, because this Ursa one looks pretty explicit. I could get in trouble with Twitch for reading this. God, this is so fucked. So bad. That's okay. Okay, so I can't read the Ursa one. Let me read through the other one really quick. I think I might read the Broodmother one. It doesn't look that bad. I mean, okay, it looks pretty bad. It's pretty, but it's not like horribly sexually
All pick.
explicit. Ooh, spin the wheel. Jesus, it really wants me to play hard carries. How many times is he gonna bump onto fucking Spectre? God, none of these heroes look very fun. God damn. I'll pick Brood. I'll pick Brood.
The spider comes.
Look at that. Broodmother's all about these sexual fanfics. The
Are
spider
you gonna be
comes.
are you gonna be top?
I think so.
Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
The spider comes.
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe I could try to read through this fan fiction as I play. That'd be really hard to do though.
I stalk my prey.
I'm all about stalking my prey. So one of the only recipes you can actually leave the lane with and not get
Prepare
laughed out
for
of your
battle.
fucking lane is the soul ring recipe. Because it's so cheap and you can finish it at the outpost, which is one of the only reasons it's like a valid item. Broodmother's also one of the only heroes that can solo this lane, as opposed to this one, for a number of reasons that make this lane better.
Mother comes.
Mimit.
I hate having a jungler though when I do this because I like to utilize some
Hey,
camps.
add Kawa to the call. Yes.
Hey, don't fuck with this or that. Oh, do I have to?
If you
I'm
want.
just kidding.
Holy shit, BM.
You're right, I am playing Broodmother.
30 seconds to battle.
Everybody fanfics about fucking video game period.
Of course he picks Invoker.
Who wouldn't?
Your eyes deceive you. Was that a twitch on my web?
Hey, I was in here in the game. Sorry for being such an idiot.
The new horn sounds like
The
really
battle
epic.
begins.
Didn't even do that bad. I enjoyed it.
It's pretty good, not bad.
You didn't do that good though. To be honest. It's honest, yeah. But I was expecting it to be so much worse. I couldn't really tell that you were a new player. I don't know if that's good for him or bad for my average viewer. It's tough to say.
Cast my web.
Or maybe just bad for my analysis skills, who knows? Ooh, sneaky trees. Ah, the classic double clarity juggernaut. I know I'm gonna be in for a real struggle here. Oh, don't tell me that's the one spot that my web isn't on.
Quickly. Skittering.
You're gonna aggro the creeps just a little bit so that it doesn't go in my tower, but I failed. I didn't want to. I realized immediately as I was doing that if I were to do what I was trying to do, I would have taken way too much damage for it to have been worth the payoff. But now my lane is going to push out really hard because I let it get under my tower.
I advance.
Why isn't that guy talking anymore? Is he in Skype still?
Yes.
Wait, yeah, what's with the tiny voice?
He just said his dad came in and said it was time. I think he means his dad came in with the belt and said it's time for that thing that they do every night.
My web.
I don't know where the belt comes into play since it's not abuse. It's obviously a sexual joke.
Was that
Brood Enchant is only 1,700 words? Holy shit. You had a lot of words.
Mother comes.
See, it's too bad for this freak that he lives with parents that love him enough to check on him or tell him when it's time to sleep.
The Silk Road beckons.
That's funny.
Okay, you got me there. He sounds mad. Teaspoon makes the same understood.
A silken path.
Hey, don't call me a dipshit or I'm gonna tell your dad that you're being very rude.
Motherless cur. Don't die, my darlings. Entangled. Yes.
Okay.
More now.
Oh, that hurts.
Yes. Stretching my legs.
Fine, I'll read the fat fic after this.
I stalk my prey.
Sure hope this doesn't end up being a decision that I regret. I really do. I want to read the one that's super like sexually explicit, like the Windrunner one, because that one seemed funny as fuck. But at the same time, I don't want to get reported to Twitch TV.
Save some for mother. I advance.
I'd hate to ruin my career in video games.
Save some.
How would I feed my
yeah.
How would I feed my family if it weren't for the stream money? I think you could.
Skittering.
I mean, you can't pay for a family of 4 with just the Diablo 3 real money auction house alone, unless you live in China or something. Oh, that motherfucker. Nice. He almost died to get first blood, and he almost took it on his own? The audacity. What a greedy motherfucker.
Manly
The audacity?
Yeah, audacity. I realized as soon as I said it, I was like, man, I should have said audacity. I think I just accidentally English, but...
My power grows. Mother comes.
Hey, calm down. You don't have to spend your face on your